Hi all, welcome back to lecture series on intellectual property rights. And we were discussing about patents. In continuation to that discussion, in this video, our focus is on infringements, reliefs, and remedies, penalties, and appeals. Okay. Initially, the first point which I want to tell here is any cases related to IPR, intellectual property right related to or patents that should be instituted in any court which is not less than district court. Okay, so if it is inferior to district court, we should not raise any cases, and that district court should have jurisdiction to try the suit. Okay, so very simple here. The minimum court where we can initiate these infringements are at district court. And in this case, burden of proof is mostly on defendant. Whenever any infringement cases are logged in, so that cases should be defendant should prove that it is not an infringement. So whatever he has done, it is not an infringement to the uh, 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 patent rights. Okay, so that should be the burden of proof here is lies on defendants. Okay. What is infringement? So far we discuss any infringement cases can be filed in district court and burden of proof is lies on a defendant. Then what is infringement? Infringement means, so in the act, nowhere it is defined that what exactly is infringement. But generally, infringement means we know that unauthorized use of a patent rights. Unauthorized use of a patent is right. Okay. If a patent is, if a A is having a patent right and anyone else uses similar kind of a, then it will be called similar invention in other products, then it is called as infringement. Okay, without the permission of A, if someone else uses it, then it is called as infringement. So how another person use it? Like it might be a colorable imitation of the invention. Same thing with a different naming or something. Complete imitation of the invention, okay, with a different name. If the box is like square in the product A, which is based on new invention, he will make it same thing with similar name as a small a. It is an imitation. We have seen many things, right? Adidas, 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 okay, something similar colorable imitation of an invention is called as infringement. Okay, or mechanical equivalent. I have invented a battery. Okay, the battery was invented by A, and B also produces similar kind of a battery with the same functionality and same technologies. So mechanical equivalent is also manufactured, then that also will be called as infringement. So it may not be as same as that, but it is having a similar or essential features. If B copies it and makes some modification, but all essential features will be as per A's invention only. In that case also, it is called as infringement or some immaterial variations. A created some battery and B takes it and make some screw sizes different, some coloring different, etc. So some immaterial changes if B does it and sells it, then also it is called as infringement. So colorable imitation, mechanical equipment, mechanical equivalent, or carrying the essential features of the invention, or immaterial modifications to the invention, all are called as infringement under patent. Okay, not only under patent act, anywhere in any other act also, infringement is not defined. Infringement is certainly like this. Okay. But no one should threaten other party that if you are doing that, I will file a case against you on a patent and other thing. So no one should do that. It is very, very clear. If actually it is a patent violation, the patentee can go and file a case, but it should not be threatened to any party. That is what patent law says. So threatening that it will be cases will be filed on a patent and other things is not accepted. Okay, in that case, the person to whom the threat was made, he can bring an injunction and also he can claim damages. Okay, in all of this, the colorable imitations or a mechanical equivalent or making some small modification or which is containing a similar or essential features are called as imitation, but except in certain cases. Okay, if a law asks other company to manufacture it and show it to us, as per the law, if any person carries out that act, then it is not called as infringement. Okay, A has done some invention. Okay, and B comes and says that this particular invention is having problem with the people's health. Then court orders court orders B to prove that by way of manufacturing and then show it to the court that how it is bad effect to the public health. So then we can produce and show it. So this is not a infringement. Clear, guys? If any law orders one party to produce and show it in a court, and if party does it, then it is not a infringement. Or some cases where party can import this material as per the law's guidance, and then also it will not be treated as infringement. Okay, what are the reliefs we get it? Like a patentee will get it in case of infringement. If he has produced the goods, sorry, he has invented something new, but B is using it without A's permission. There is no consent from A, and B is using it. So he made a colorable imitations of a product. So what does he can do? Like he can file a case. And what are the remedies available or reliefs available to A? So he can do an injunction. So he can ask B to stop producing it. So he can claim for damages. Damages means whatever the loss A suffered because of the B's imitated product. So he can ask for some damages, nothing but a compensation. Then account of profit. Whatever B made a profit, that share in that profit should be taken over, can be given to A. And whatever goods which are lying with B's storage or a store warehouse, that can be seized, forfeited, or destroyed. Okay, again, further, B should not sell those products or services. Clear, guys? So, what are the reliefs available in case of infringement cases? Injunction, damages, account in profit, seizure, forfeit, or destroying the goods. Next, appeal. Any appeal on the decision should go to appellate board here. So appellate board is established under Section 83 of Trademarks Act. So any intellectual property related appeals will go to appellate board. Appellate board will be headed by technical members. The to qualify as a technical member, that person should have at least 5 years as a controller in this under the Act. Otherwise, he should have acted as a 10 years as registered patent agent. So they are qualified to be a technical member of appellate board. And central government will appoint required officials to carry out their normal processes and they set the salaries and all other allowances for staff of the appellate board. And the staff of the appellate board shall discharge their functions under the supervision of the chairman of the appellate board. Okay. So all appeals shall be made within 3 months from the date of the decision, order or a direction, whatever they receive. So it should be given to a appellate. The appeal can be made to appellate board within 3 months. Any appeals against appellate board should be in High Court, which we already discussed in one of the cases earlier, the revocation cases. Clear? The revocation process we discussed, where I explained that the appeal on appellate board should go to a High Court. So what are the penalties if not complying to the provisions of this act? Okay, if there is any secrecy provision is there, and then if a person is not able to maintain that secrecy provision rules, then it will be punishable with the 2 years of jail or imprisonment of 2 years or with fine or both. In case of falsification of entries in register, if any person tries to make a wrong entries in a register, then again imprisonment of up to 2 years, fine or both. Unauthorized claim of patent rights. If any person trying to claim a unauthorized rights of a patent, then the fine will be up to 1 lakh rupees. Wrongful use of words patent office. Patent office will be used by only a designated patent officers. If any other person uses the word of patent office, then it is punishable with imprisonment of 6 months, fine, or both. Refusal or failure to supply information to central government. Whenever central government asks for some information, if patentee fails to provide that information, then the fine will be extended to 10 lakh rupees. Practice by non-registered patent agent. If any advocate or a lawyer who is not an or any other person who is not a registered patent agent but is still doing the work, in that case, the fine will be extended, punishable with the fine, which can be extended up to 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and in case of this offense is repeating, first time it is 1 lakh, and then it goes up to 5 lakh rupees. In case if the offenses, this kind of offenses is done by companies, in that case, whoever, any person of that company, whoever is in charge of that particular function, will be held guilty for the pun and guilty for the offense, and then it will be punished accordingly. Guys, that's all about the proceedings related to uh, 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 patents. We talked about infringement and what are the reliefs available against infringement and where to file the cases on infringement and also appeal process. And finally, we saw what all are the offenses under this act and then what are the fines and penalties under this Intellectual Property Rights Act. That's it as of now. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.